Cool. We are ready to go. So, Agnes, would you like to take it away? Oh, Agnes, I think you're muted. Or rather, hold on a sec. One sec. Okay.
Am I muted?
Try again. You might be muted on my side.
I'm speaking. One, two, three. Can you hear me?
Yes,
We can hear
yes.
you. Yes.
Speaking is
Okay.
good. Okay, I think it was the people on the stream that couldn't hear it. That was my bad on
Oh,
the
oh
back end.
no.
No, it's okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So yeah, I was just saying that before we start showcasing the games that the teams built, I will quickly explain what Code Chrysalis site, because this global game jam is Code Chrysalis site. So Code Chrysalis is a coding programming bootcamp based in Tokyo, in Roppongi to be specific. Um, a part of teaching people how to code and how to become software engineers. Code Chrysalis has three core missions. First one is to create engineering leaders. So a part of focusing on the technical skills, we also want to make sure that when you start to um, search for your new job and change your career, want to make sure that you're able to properly communicate to all of your teammates, communicate with people who are from different countries and different backgrounds. And we also put quite a big stress on being empathetic and just be kind. We also want to empower women to more women to transfer to tech field and start become software engineers as well. And last mission is just to build a community that is very welcoming to everyone, that is sharing their knowledge. Hence the global game jam over here. Everyone is welcome. Um, we want everyone to feel safe in this place and to share their knowledge, because there is nothing better than when people are like exchanging their knowledge and growing together. Um, so if you're interested in Code Chrysalis, or you're thinking about starting programming, you can join our demo day. During our demo day, we'll be showcasing one of our cohorts. When they're graduating, they're building their final project, and it will be showcased and live streamed on YouTube. A part of our curriculum is also hackathon night, when our students are introduced with API and they need to build brand new application in 3 days. And they need to implement the API they were introduced to just like 2 days earlier. And if you know anyone, if you're interested, you have any friends or family and people who you know that they're interested in coding, but they don't really know where to start from, you can join our JavaScript workshops, where we will be introducing the basics of coding. So our upcoming programs, Immersive, our next cohort starts in March. And what it means, Immersive is a full-time 3 months program from Monday to Friday, very intense. But if you don't, or you cannot afford to actually quit your job and studying software engineering, we have a part-time option as well. And for those who have no coding background, you can take our foundations program. And that's from me. Please follow us on our social media. You can check our website for more information. You can become a part of our community and sign up for our events on Meetup. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop an email on hello@codechrysalis.io. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. So we have 5 different teams, and we have, I believe, 7 different games that we're going to be um, showing you today. So 5 teams made 5 games, and then 2 other games were made by myself and Josiah, who we are working partially as co-organizers and partially as game jammers. So thank you.
Surprise!
Yeah, surprise! These are the Dark Horse
Surprise!
games. So we will be presenting those now, and I will, rather than just talk about how amazing these teams are, I'll let the teams talk themselves up. I'm super proud of every single person who participated in this Game Jam site. Making a game in 48 hours is huge. So, congratulations. Pat yourselves on the back. All right. First team up is going to be Soupware, and I will let them introduce themselves. Pass to you, Soupware.
Oh, okay. The duty has been pushed upon me. Hello. We are Team Soupware. There's about 6 of us that would join. That's 4 programmers, 1 designer, and 1 artist. The game that we made is, well, we couldn't really decide on the title, but it doesn't really matter at this point. It's like a Lucky Cat Adventures Coin Mania. It's a long-winded title, but then basically it's a distilled roguelite that deals with every action being dependent on a coin flip. So every time you do an action, like try to attack the boss or heal yourself or whatever, it's always a 50-50 chance of one effect or the other, whether you heal yourself or you heal the boss accidentally. And you go around the dungeon and you collect different coins. So the build is with Nigel. So yes, I've done the intro.
So yeah, I'm sharing my screen right now. So this is so yeah, this is our game. So our world is a procedure generated, and then there are lots of NPCs when you these NPCs are, well, they're either friendly or they're nefarious, because you have to risk of or like you have to take the risk of whether you want to do what the NPC wants to say or you don't. It's up to you. So there's always a 50-50 chance that you get a good thing out of him or her or them, or you don't. So for example, yeah, lethal box alone. So the goal here is to find the boss, and along the way you have to talk to NPCs and gain coins. These coins will help you on your journey to defeat the boss. So I just got a healing coin, so it will help me later on. So I'll just have to follow along. Oh, I saw the boss already. So big boss. And so here you have, on your left, you have your coins, and these are the coins that you have. So basically you're building a deck. So by default, you only have the basic coin. So what the basic coin does is just you flip the coin, and when you click the coin, you have to call what the what side you want. If call heads, it's like that. Tails, like that. There's some technical difficulties. Let me restart that. Wait. Sorry. Let me do that again. Oh. Yep. Just forward. The levels are a bit falling, so that take a lot of time to find. Type. Oh no, it doesn't show. So yeah, sorry, we're having technical difficulties. But what's supposed to happen is when you match when for example you call heads and you got heads, you will activate the positive effect. For instance, if for a basic coin you just deal damage to the enemy, but for example if you made the wrong call, you will trigger the negative effect, which means you get to for the basic coin that just does nothing, but there are other coins wherein, for example, you it can either heal you if you time it right, or if it will heal it will heal the enemy if you call it wrong. So yeah, that's basically it. Maybe if we have opportunity, we'll just
I can
figure
show
out.
mine.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I think Erwin has the more.
There you go. Hi, our super. I can show a build, but that unfortunately, as was mentioned before, this is not really a build. This is only dev.
editor.
So sorry about that, but hopefully this will show it in a better way. Is it visible?
Yep.
Is the audio okay? Okay.
Yep.
All right. I cannot click the play button. There you go. Is it the audio there?
Yeah, a
Okay.
bit loud though.
I cannot control that. Can I? Did I control it? Yes.
Oh,
I
you
did.
controlled it. Yes.
Okay. So here you go. Take two. So here you go. As mentioned, this is basically a mixed part. You dungeon crawling, and then when you battle, it's all about flipping the coin and putting everything in the coin. Basically, either it's a good or a bad thing. So let's go straight to the boss. I think I already mentioned it before. There's different NPCs. This magician will bonk you in the head because it's the magic trick, apparently. Because it's a coin. I was responsible for programming, not the writing. But
Wow, thanks. Wow.
sorry about that. So the levels are basically random. See, there's a bit of dead end. You can't really go there. But the focus from the last presentation was the boss. So the boss is basically also with at the mercy of the coin. So just as you can flip, you pick one. I hit it, so I damaged the boss, and then the boss will also have to flip. And then I got damaged since he also succeeded, since he picked the correct one. So that's the essence of the game. You try to get the best one, and then I miss, so nothing happens. So whichever of us dies first, basically that's what's gonna happen. So let's just see who who lose first.
One more HP.
Will I actually win? I don't have any good coins. Okay, I'll probably lose.
No, there's always a chance.
No,
Oh, never mind.
I died. So that's the essence of the game. You can try again. You can try your luck. But the essence is like with a good action. There's always a bad one that's accompanying it. So yeah, that's our game. There's a lot planned as usual with every game jam. We wanted to have like more levels, more bosses and stuff, but it's 48 hours. We do our best. We cut the scope and we try to ship what we can. So
We got the basic coin. The main thing that we really wanted to do was more coins, where different kinds of effects, like poison effects, stun effects, fatal effects, so that it's more chaotic in whether you get one result over the other. Wherein you want to talk to the NPCs to get as many coins as you can to be able to help you with the boss. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much the essence of it. Collect coins, beat the boss. Don't beat it, try again. Flip coins. Duality, two sides. We did the thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody give them a round of applause.
Thank you.
All right. Next, we have a team of 3 hailing from many, many different parts of the world. Team Pulpos and their tower
Yes.
defense game. Hi.
Yes, hello. So that is my first game jam, so I'm very excited. So we've decided to make tower defense mechanic with theme duality. We thought about that, and we thought that Tsundere is the best way for us to make duality theme. I mean, we have personality with Tsun mood and Dere mood, so we decided to make duality Tsundere defense. Let's show you our game. Second. So we all have some challenge because I am learning Unreal Engine for 3 weeks. Even Galina is the first time he tried to make voxel art, as I remember. And George, our third teammate, he's first time made 3D model. So it's basic tower defense game. So we started with $1,100 and we have to spawn our towers to defend enemies. So we during the game we trying to feel her hurt. As you see, man, I already lose. So I have to decide take a better place for my towers. So we've made everything in Unreal Engine. Models was made in Maya and towers in Blender. What do we call? I haven't slept about 30 hours already. And that was pretty hard for me. And after that, I have to make a presentation. That's really fun. So that's how we made this game. So again, that's all that I can say about our game.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And also, I would like to say a big round of applause to people who didn't sleep for the duration of the game jam. I know y'all are really tired. So thank you for showing up. Okay. Next is going to be Team Raclette.
Hello everyone. Do you hear me okay? Okay, great. So I would like to start with the presentation of our team. So we are the team Raclette. We are all French like speaking people. And we have Manu for the graphics. We have François on the composition of music. We have Archer on the sound design. We have Grégoire for the game design and myself for the programming. So we were a team of 5 people. And also I would like to say, like, speaking for the team, like a big thank you for the organization. It was really well done. It was really enjoyable for us. So thank you again. Regarding the game, we wanted to do a really arcade type of game. We wanted also to do a 2D type game. So we discussed about that and how we can bring like the theme into interesting game mechanic. And we came up really quickly with the idea of having a geometry form, which has 2 sides with different color, like blue and red. And we will have to use these sides to absorb some enemy bullets, to store them, and to use them against, after that, the enemy. So we have a prototype available on itch.io, but I'm going to screen share. Use the sound. Oops. Okay. Do you see my screen? Okay. Great. Do you have the sound as well? Perfect. So we designed 9 levels in total, and we try to have a quite fair and interesting learning and difficulty curve. So yeah, let's try. So yeah, we control this hexagon, and we have the red face and the blue face. And the red face will absorb red bullets, and the blue face will absorb blue bullets. And the goal of the game is to kill all the enemy of each level. And also we added a secondary challenge to do it as fast as possible. So I try to match the color of the side and the bullets. And while doing it, we are filling the bullets that we can store inside our player. And so once we fill every dot, we can now use them to shoot around. So let's see another level. of enemy behavior as well, like movements, different type of movements, different like speeds, enemy counts. And whenever we receive a bullet in the other part of the player shape, we have a penalty of 1 second on the timer. And at this point, we will introduce another player, another enemy. So we have 2 enemies now. That's it for the presentation. I will let you discover other levels by yourself. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you again for listening.
Yay! Everyone, give Team Raclette a round of applause. Especially, I was enamored with the music. Well done. Y'all did a good job. Awesome. Alrighty. Are you ready? The next team is going to be Team 2 Spikes. Team 2 Spikes, you have the floor.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you for calling us. We were all here sweating and thinking, oh my gosh, when is our turn? So finally, it's time. It's so let us introduce ourselves. We are Team 2 Spikes. We are a team of 4 people. One of these will be the one that is speaking to you right now, Stefano, or Stepico. Actually, you can call me either way. And I am a software developer, and this is my very first game jam. And in our team, I was one of 2 developers. And along with me, there were 3 other people. Maybe I'll let them introduce themselves. Kev, you there? And yeah.
Yeah. My microphone is good now. Sure.
Yep.
So I was one of the I was the other programmer on the team. Also my first game jam, and lots of challenges, but also a lot of fun and a great team. So, and thank you to the organizer.
Always shout out to the organizers. Next one, we have Matt.
Hello. I did some music and sound effects for our game.
We feel every right doing it with feeling the
and finally, the last person is here, but I know it's following us on Twitch. That's Obrudo-san. He was the main designer and artist for our team. So everything that you will see, everything that looks cute, it's all thanks to him. Okay. So, but yeah, I'm a person that talks a lot. But yeah, what is our game? Well, our game is called the Porcupine's Dilemma, and we have developed a game based on the concept. So up after we discovered the concept of the game jam, this duality, we tried to brainstorm together, all together, what kind of game we could develop. And generally speaking, few ideas started to come together. We were really inspired by a random name that we had on a whiteboard that was assigned to us. So we were Dynamic Porcupine, and I forgot the other, but it was another porcupine. So we said, hey, why don't we use a porcupine as our main character?
Optimistic Porcupine was the other one.
Very good, exactly. Optimistic Porcupine, dynamic and optimistic porcupine. So we started to play a little bit with that, and then we started to figure out what kind of features we wanted to implement. So one aspect that we thought that was very, very important to us was rhythmic music. So we then developed something based on that, and also developing something that could be controlled with these bad boys here. Okay, so yep, that's basically, this is the general idea that I have, but I don't want to spoil too much about the game. Actually, I think that showing is better than telling. So allow me to give it to Kev. Maybe Kev can show us a little bit about the game. What about it?
Sure. Let me share my screen. Here we go. Wait, sorry, I'll share it again. I want to make sure that I get the sound. Okay. We didn't want to miss those really nice sound effects. So we developed the game with Unity. It's a 2D game. Can you hear the sound of the game? Yes. Matt, as Stefano said, Matt developed all the sound effects and the music. I'll let him describe the details of like the composition of the music later on. The artwork was made by Oborudu-san. And here we go. So we have a really pretty menu. As you could see, 2 porcupines, 1 red, 1 blue, like these bad boys. And for now, those 2 porcupines are going through a level that is just like the music waveform, basically. One of them is on one of the wave and the other one on the other. Their colors, as I said earlier, are for the joysticks. And they love balloons. Red balloons for the red, blue balloons for the blue. And so as their goal is to avoid popping them because they're porcupine, also another duality. Right now, as you can see, there are some issues with collision. That's probably going to be for future works, as many other topics. And yeah, they are just following the music. It's 2D. I'll show it afterwards. We use the waveform of the MIDI track to oh, we lost them, to design the terrain. The idea is that as a next step, we put some tiles, some nice pixel art to make it cuter as well. I think for the art, yes, the porcupines were drawn on an iPad on Pro Art. I might be wrong on that. Sorry for that. And the music was composed on Cakewalk. So just before I gave it to Matt, I just wanted to show how we design the wave. So we took the MIDI track, and then we used splines to draw the the different shapes. Collisions are used to handle the porcupines on the floor. And the last thing I wanted to show, the balloons are assigned to a drum beat here. And that's about it. So Matt, would you mind giving us a little more explanation about the music, please?
I'd be very happy to. So something that I wanted to include for our music was both an interesting rhythm and some musical exploration of the concept of duality. So there are a couple of kinds of musical duality in the piece that I wrote. One is that there are 2 violins, and the first violin is
their
always
goal
playing
is to avoid
in
popping them.
a major key, and the second violin plays in the relative minor key. So there's that harmonic duality there. And another thing that's going on with the rhythm in the song,
one of them is on one.
All of the measures are grouped into 12 beats, and the first violin is playing
as
four
you could
groups
see,
of
2
3
porcupines,
notes.
1 red, 1 blue,
So,
like these bad boys.
1, 2, 3,
And
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
for
10,
now,
11, 12.
those
The
2
second violin is
porcupines are
playing
going through
in 6
a
groups
level
of 2
that
notes.
is just like the
So 1, 2, 3,
music
4, 5, 6,
waveform,
7, 8,
basically.
7,
One of them
8.
is on one of the wave and
It's
the other
hard to
one on
say
the
that very
other.
fast. All right. 1, 2,
Their
3, 4,
colors, as
5,
I said
6, 7,
earlier,
8,
are
9,
for the
10, 11,
joysticks.
12.
And they
Like that.
love, as you could see, 2
So the kind of
porcupines, 1
duality
red,
there in
1 blue.
music.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Matt. And also thank you, Kev. Amazing presentation. Amazing demo, amazing explanation about the music. Obviously, you all familiar with this, the game jam, 48 hours more or less about programming and making a lot of things, putting a lot of things together. It was, as I mentioned before, the very first jam for me, which was everything was very new, never programmed in Unity before, and I was really worried about it. But actually, it was an exciting experience. I learned a lot. Now I actually feel confident and kind of want to build my own game. I want to get more into it. So definitely one thing that we could do, that, as you might see, and as I explained, 48 hours are not enough to complete this amazing project. As a future feature, eventually, we are planning, of course, to refine the spline. We would like to actually have a real background and foreground where the porcupines could move around. There will be, for example, also a finishing line and some text explaining who was the best player among the two. And that was, yeah, that's about it actually. And definitely there is much more that we can do, but I'm really, really satisfied and really happy of the point that we are at right now. And yeah, that's our game. And yeah, I hope you liked it.
Excellent. Great job, y'all. And especially amazing that there's some thought into the duality of music as well. I wanted to read something from the chat from y'all, that somebody said that they wanted to buy a Switch just so that they could play your game, by the way. All right. Next up, last but certainly not least, is Team Jishaku.
Oh, hello. I asked everyone if they wanted to if they were okay introducing themselves. So we're Team Shaku, and my name's Philip. I'm one of the programmers.
Hi, I'm Steven. It's my first game jam, but I had a whole bunch of fun. I'm sure many of you guys did. I did a little bit of programming, mainly around the movement of the character. But, you know, I think we had a really nice balanced team, especially newbies and seasoned vets. So I really enjoyed the team's vibe. Go Team Zishaku.
Okay, I'm Victoria. I'm a graphic designer. I really enjoy this experience. Like the last year is amazing, and I meet like new amazing people. So I'm glad that you always make this kind of experience for us. Thank you so much.
Hello guys, my name is Fluff, and in this game jam I did this. a lot of sketching, and I accidentally just made the hardest tutorial ever.
we may have deleted some aspects of the tutorial because it was too hard to
yeah, even I did the level design and I couldn't clear it for the first time. Like, what the hell, man? Yeah, so that's from me. Thank you.
Is Tomomi.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hi. My name is Tomomi. I'm a UI designer. I participated in this event at first. I really enjoy. I had many experience in this event, and I got a lot of gift in this event and my teammate. So thank you very much.
All right, let's present our game. If you guys want to comment on me playing, that would be cool too. If you want to add some things about what you did or the design of the things, please feel free to chime in.
Sure,
Let me.
Okay.
I will say something. The way this idea was kind of built, I really liked it in the sense that I felt it was truly a team effort. Everyone had like one little piece that we were just talking about and like, oh, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. And it came together that someone had, I think it was Victoria, introduced magnets as a sort of duality in the sense that it has a positive and negative and a push and a pull. And we also thought of little tiny ways we could implement other types of duality. However, we've tried to focus on finishing the game as soon as we could. But the spirit was there. And
yeah, we had an amazing flow at first.
Yes.
Yeah, we had this extra duality that if we had more levels to present the character, there'd be a shift in the duality. Maybe I'll explain that after you see a bit of the game. I guess it would be easier to explain. But yeah, thanks for the intro, Stephen. That was a good one. Let me share my screen. Give me 1 second. I might have a small surprise for my team because I did include music and I didn't tell them. I don't know if they looked at the game yet for the game, the music part, but I did add something. I have so many screens open at the moment. Right, can you see? Share sound. Okay. So apparently one of the modifiers this year is to use some music from before 1923. So I went to some archives and looked some music up that seemed to fit. So we have our title screen made by Tomomi, and we have our character here floating in space. And the goal of the game is to gather his parts so that we can do a whole again.
Could you turn down the volume a little bit, please?
Yes. How do I do that?
I don't know.
Let me. Give me 1 second. Maybe if I do this. Is that lower?
Yeah, better. Thank
Okay.
you.
No problem. So as you can see, he's in this space station and his body is separated from his head. So we didn't have time to integrate the UI, but there is supposed to be UI here, which would help the player, but at the moment it's not yet integrated. And essentially you could click anywhere to place a magnet. So let's, like, for example, I'll make a mistake on purpose. I'll place it here. And oh, I won't be able to get the piece. Oh, I think it bugged out. Give me 1 second.
Okay, if you allow me, I want to explain that speaking about the design, we decided to show the duality between the background and the character. If you see in the background, there's a lot of colors, but for the characters, the front, the color is warm, and the design is like an old robot, but the background is like a futuristic thing. So yeah, we wanted to show the duality on the design too.
All right, I'll share my screen again. My button seems to not be as functional as I thought it was. I might have made a change last minute. So essentially what you have to do is pull in the robot part with your magnet. And once it's stuck, you can turn the magnet and reverse its polarity to send it towards the robot. Am I gonna miss? I think I should be okay. And so right now we have three levels, I believe, and the actual design of the levels isn't integrated as designed by Fluff. There would be some aspects to like modify, but at the moment we do have these three levels, and there are some junk that you can gather that's sort of blocked away, and there are a few bugs related to the magnet, but not stuff that's unfixable. And yeah, hopefully we can add a few more levels afterwards. Yeah, anything to add?
Yes, more harder level. We need more harder level.
Oh, yeah, we also have technically other
But
magnets,
for,
not
but
just the
for
one
the
that you can
character, the
turn
color
around.
is
There are
the
some
design
magnets that we have
warm.
planned that would only be functional for a certain amount of time. Seems to
So
not be
it
as
would allow
functional
you
as
to
I
pull
thought
the
it was.
character
I might have
just
made
by
a
a bit,
change last
and
minute.
you'd have to place them properly.
There were plenty of ideas, but a limited amount of time. Yeah.
I think that was good. You know, I really enjoyed your artwork, Victoria. I want to say that.
All right, then yeah, that's it for our presentation.
Awesome. Thank you. And also, I know how that is. You have great plans and great designs, and then it's just the time.
And then you end up with a bunch of mushrooms.
For folks in the chat, call back to last year's Global Game Jam. Excellent. Okay. So now, first off, give the teams a round of applause. Everybody. Yoko ganbarimashita yo ne. Otsukaresama desu. Okay. So now we have the two Dark Horse games, the ones that were made by solo teams while doing other things. So if I can wait until the very last, do you mind presenting first before me?
Okay, sure.
Awesome.
Okay, yeah. Let's set this up. So, I had to work this weekend and I couldn't really participate in the game jam like I usually do. My name's Josiah, by the way. And so in the time that I had extra left over between like yesterday evening and today, I put together this little game in Pico 8. Pico 8's, if you don't know, it's a little standalone. It's called a virtual, he calls it a virtual console. And what it is, it's kind of like if there were an old IBM PC or, you know, Apple equivalent that never actually existed, and you program for it in the sense that you kind of interact with the machine's memory and CPU directly. So it's pretty low level in some ways, but in other ways, it provides tools for sprite generation and music generation. And it's really, really great. I absolutely love it. This is the first time I've used it in a game jam, but I thought I would take a crack at it since I didn't have any spare time, but I'm like, I'm just going to do this anyway and see what happens. A game came out, but I don't make any promises about how it came out. So my game's called Event Horizon, and this game is basically, there's a story intro, but to sum it up, basically, it's a space shooter, and the idea is that you have to save your home world and your family, which is ostensibly in another location, from some alien attack. And the idea is that you can't be in two places at one time, but if you could, then maybe you would. And so in this game, you are in two places at once, and you are flying two spaceships, trying to save both groups of people. I'm just going to go ahead and start it. It's very difficult, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to beat it, but I will do my best.
By the way, does your game have sound?
It does. This part is without sound.
Okay.
I apologize for the sound that my game has because I wrote it all myself, and I don't do that. So basically, you're in the middle here, and you have enemies that come from either side. I can't let them get a jump on me, or else I'll be done. That one stops and fires, so if you taunt it out, kind of. Oh, they got me. But basically, you kill the enemies and then you get the boss who comes out. And I didn't get all of his mechanics built out, but basically one side of him is real, one side is ghost. So you can't shoot the ghost side. I'll probably later I'll add in the missing feature, which is the ghost should be able to switch sides. It says you won, and then because I don't like a happy ending, I chose a really dark ending. So that's my game. It's probably the most complicated Pico 8 game I've ever put together. It was really fun to build. If anybody has any questions, I'll happily share the source code. I'll put it up on GitHub maybe later. Yeah, that's it.
Oh man, great job.
I would have liked to thank you. I would have liked to do some more enemies, obviously, and I spent a long time just like scripting the boss movement. Just like, when you're working at this level, programming a cutscene is about telling, putting a halt to all of the processing and doing this little bit and then doing a little bit more somewhere else. And it took some doing, but it was fun. It was a good challenge.
Actually, you will see with my game, I thought about doing cutscenes, and then I just decided to not do cutscenes for the exact reason that you described, is having to stop all the processes and do something like a video.
Yeah. The disclaimer for this is that I live and breathe Pico 8. I play with Pico 8 all the time, and so, it was probably pretty low effort for me to spin something. I have patterns in my head about how to do certain things. So it's a great tool. If you're interested in programming, I want to say it once more. If you're interested in programming, this is what the interface looks like. You have a bunch of code tabs over here, and you have a sprite editor where you can use sprites that I didn't use actually. This is a map editor. I didn't use that part. It actually has a tracker built in. This is how I wrote all the music. You can arrange samples, and it took a lot of code. A lot of code. I used half of the Pico 8 counts its code count with tokens, and I used half the tokens you're allowed to use. So, and all of it's very bad. There it is. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So last but not least is going to be my game that I also wrote in Pico 8. You will have to forgive me because I am a beginner in Pico 8. In fact, I just picked this up literally yesterday while I was organizing other things. So compared to Josiah's, mine is very simple. I think it only contains 300 something lines of code. And instead of cutscenes, I'm going to give you this. So, oh wait, I think that we were supposed to have audio. Hold on one sec. I did the thing that I told everybody not to do, which was to share their audio. Yeah, it's okay. You'll learn by my example. Okay. Hopefully this works. Can y'all hear that?
I don't hear any audio.
Aw, man. I had hoped that this was going to run in the way that I wanted it to, but that's okay. We're going to run it anyway. So, I was, I guess, thinking about like what duality means right now, and not to get like philosophical, but like I was thinking about like public and private meshing together, like different ways of things kind of like breaking. And one of the things I keep coming back to is this idea that like there's a trope that magical girls can kind of save the world. And so I wanted to make a little game about a magical girl collecting gems to charge her magic beam. But the magic stones mean a little bit more than just collecting stones. So green magic is the strength of spirit, to be alone though you fear it. And red gems are finding beauty in small things, however silly. And the world, it seems, has broken into two. And the final gem, the pink, stands for the hope to wish for something more. The beam is charged and magic unfurled, and open your heart to change the world. And that's my game. Thanks, everybody.
I really like how the text was laid out over the landscape, so you kind of find it. Actually, I think that was better than cutscenes. That was an incredible design choice, I think.
Thank you. Part of it was out of laziness.
Well, I mean, that's sometimes great things are born out of laziness.
It's true. Yeah, I tried to implement cutscenes, and I said, no, this was too much. And I admit that I spent way more than I wanted to on the rhymes, because I'm not a poet, but I was trying to get little sort of like rhyming couplets every single like space that you're going to.
You also forgot to mention that about one feature of your game.
What's the
except of the gems, she can also sit on the trunk.
Oh, she can. Yeah. The main character can sit on a tree trunk, which of course is really the important part. You could just not play the game, and then like it's just a tree trunk sitting simulator where you're a magical girl sitting on the trees. Oh, so true. All right. So, amazing job, everyone. I was so proud of you. For everybody who is watching, I'm going to post in the chat the link to our jam site and the games where you can download them and play them and give kudos to people. I also posted some clips up on some clips of people's games up on my Twitter. So if people want to sort of reblog them, whatever, give these fine folks some love for their amazing games. And that concludes the end of our 48 hours together. It was a very short time, but I also hope that y'all come back in 2023. And to anybody who's interested in building a game, you too have the power to change the world. Yeah! One final round of applause.
Yeah, maybe a last word from me. All of you guys, I really hope I will see you next year, and hopefully we'll see each other on site this time. If not, we'll see on Discord and gather again. And to everyone who are watching our live stream, if you want to join, please always come to Code Chrysalis site. We would love to have you, and everyone is welcome. Everyone.
Yeah. It may not look like it, but both Agnes and I speak Japanese. ですので、もし英語は全然喋れない方にもぜひ来てください。Excellent. All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming. Thank you for joining the stream, and I'm going to close the Twitch stream for now. Thanks everybody.